Okay guys, we are back. Welcome back to Pathologic Classic HD. My name is Brascus, as most of you should know by now, and we are going to talk to the Inquisitor.
What happened in the Bone Stake Lodge? Has someone been burned there again?
Someone? No, an animal, yes. Okay, I'm listening to an equal, Bachelor. Here are the blueprints. Hopefully you'll treat them with utmost care. They will probably become a bibliographical rarity even before the author passes away. That's out of the question. From what I know about the author, he doesn't have much time left. A wild lifestyle, heightened anxiety, alcohol and hallucinogen addiction, obsessive phobias, remarkably intensive neural stress. And yet you were implying something else when mentioning his short lifespan. What? No. As you were probably aware yesterday, I took that young man under my protection and averted a threat to him. Admittedly, I also implied that people like him are always in danger. Always. Tell me, how long have you known that man? Not that long. Do you have some less than apparent information about him? His brother and I were peers, back when we were in university. Has he ever told you of the similarities the two of you bear? That you could end up in a position similar to his, and vice versa? That being an inevitable victim of circumstance is the only fate available to a genius? I ask you to be precise. A lot of things hinge on your answer. Perhaps, even if he didn't say those precise words, he certainly could have. Well, let us take a look at the blueprints then. What do you think? It's an absolute masterpiece. Is that what you think? Well, I'll have a look. Go now, and only come back here after a while, preferably tomorrow. Everything is in plain sight. It doesn't require a thorough study to see. Is that completed? Is it completed? It is completed! Yes! Okay. We should give no heed to rumors and hearsay. These manuscripts and these designs are the work of a restless genius. They are erratic, spontaneous, and incoherent. Hopefully, Aglaia will be able to unpick their meaning. I am sure that there is a deep-seated, rational explanation behind it all. Okay, so the only other task we have for the day is this Chimera one, the Kane's Madness. Now, they wanted me to go and talk to Ruben about it, but I haven't been able to get into the building with Ruben, and I really don't understand why that is. So, real quick, I want to look at some of these things. Drugs, I still have 2 Twirine extracts. I've still got 2 Panaceas. I really don't want to use them. Unless I absolutely have to. I was hoping to save them for more adherence. I guess as long as I only used 1 today, it's not a big deal. That door's locked. That's unusual. Okay, I was going to check with the... Back to what I was saying before with Ruben. I was going to check with Ruben, but I can't get in the building, so I'm going to try talking to the Canes themselves and see if anyone can shed light on the situation here, since it is about Simon, after all. So if anybody would know, it would be the Canes.
In my ears.
Consciousness hasn't completely returned to me yet. I can hardly imagine how much must have changed since here. What's going on with you? This is not how you normally talk.
If we conquer...
Better not to disturb... Okay, so I can't get anything from him right now, so I guess all I can really do is go and try and talk to Ruben again. The goal for today, though, is to... Or for this episode, is to really just kind of finish out the day. We've only got... I mean, we have about 6 hours left. So what I think I'm going to try and do is I will... try and talk to Ruben, see if I can figure that out. I'll probably also run around for a little bit and see if I can pick up a couple more things. If I could maybe get another one of those monomyciniums. Yeah, they're expensive, though. I've only got 8,300 left, but I only need to get through 2 more days. Okay, I'm not going to buy the monomycinium. I could, but I'm not going to. Etorphine? Powerful narcotic painkiller? Huh, I haven't seen that one. Or if I have, I wasn't paying attention to it. It's just so expensive. I kind of don't want to spend the money unless I know I need to spend the money. So I'm going to try and find more food. Because, I mean, as it is right now, my hunger's already building up. And I can fix that by eating the meat, which brings it down. So that's good. I could probably get more water bottles filled up. I know I've got a few. 5. So there's another bandage for me if I can find something to trade with. I need to find more food. I only need to make it for another day and a half. But, man, I had so much money, and I burned through almost all of it, too. Come on, let me hit him. Well, I was trying to hit him without hitting the guard behind him. I really didn't want to do that. Alright, more bottles. Damn it! Freaking rats, man. Alright, well. I might be a little infected now. Oh well. These rats are the worst. You're not gonna burn me, are you? No, we're good. We have an understanding. Okay, so I gotta go talk to Ruben. Like, I'm almost certainly infected. That's all it takes. Unless my immunity protected me, I'm probably infected. But, we're gonna try and talk to Ruben. We're trying to try and complete that quest. There's another rat. Let's just go end him real fast. But, all I'm trying to do is run out the day. We're gonna finish today in this episode, one way or the other. I might rest a little bit in between, I might cut the episode and rest for a minute here and there. Might try and just take care of some business, take care of guys like him, earn some more cash, do whatever I can do. But usually side quests like that will award me with money, so if I can get money, I'd really, really like to, because, again, I'm down to 8,300. That white vaccine money went real quick. And I wish I had more. But we'll just have to see what we can do. Okay, so Ruben's Prosectorium is all the way back over there again. It's marking the house that it wants me to go into. I just seriously do not understand how to get up there. Whoa, hello. Freaking rats are everywhere, man. Nope, nope. God, kill the rat. Jesus. Stupid vermin. Well, if I wasn't infected before, I probably am now. My immunity didn't go down much. My health went down a bit. Why don't we use a bandage? I know I've got several of them. That's why I've got them. More of that. Hey, a dude I might be able to trade for more bandages with. Do you have any? You do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bandages. Thank you, kind sir. You can do the same thing for the tourniquets, but I don't really like to do that. Tourniquets are not as helpful as bandages seem to be. Okay, alright, so we're gonna save. We can overwrite that save because we successfully completed that quest, so I don't really feel bad about having it. We'll still try to avoid any more infection exposure, just in case the rat wasn't bad enough. Okay, good there. Just trying to get back to Ruben. Oh boy, that was close. God, and these dudes are everywhere too. Okay, this is Ruben's Prosectorium. Is he not in here? He is in here. Well, why was it directing me to the other place then? Okay, well, no worries.
I haven't slept for 3 nights straight. I don't think I'll manage another one.
They let me go, but it can't be. Yorgi was supposed to put me to death. Why would he have put you to death? Blasphemy, of course. Or do you still not realize the fate that befell Simon? Tell me the truth, Ruben. Is Simon alive? What do you mean? Simon is dead. Certainly dead now. Although he was alive. For all the while he was thought to be dead. Katerina Saborova came back from another sojourn with the spirits and declared that Simon has arisen in the crucible. Just now. She's hysterical. Well, Katerina is... That Clara did something to her, took her power and her crown as a mistress. Are you certain that she said that? It's impossible. I broke Simon down into tiny particles with my own hands and turned him into the white vaccine. How are you certain that the man whose body you took was Simon Kane? You don't think I know what Simon looked like? You think his greatness, his noble visage, is comparable to his brother or anyone else? After all, if it wasn't his superhuman blood, who else's could fight the disease for so long and almost beat it, even if at the cost of lethargy? Whose? Can you tell me? Understand that in all my time here, I have never, not even once, seen Simon, the only man I hoped to meet here. I never saw him alive, never saw him dead. What do you expect me to believe? Fine, ask at the Crucible. Since they let me go, they clearly don't think of me as either a murderer or a blasphemer. Let them explain where Simon is. I've said all I can. By the name of your master, Ruben, answer me. Did you tell me the truth? It's all true. I broke Simon into particles. Anything that couldn't be used to make the vaccine, I burned. There is no mistake. Can't you see? Only that wondrous organism could produce the white vaccine. The one that's still keeping hundreds of people alive. I gave you my word. Very well. Then my path takes me to the Crucible once again, just as 9 days ago, when your master directed me there. Okay. Which of the 3 houses is Simon's? I should probably check them all, but I'll start at Maria's. I have a feeling she may prepare me for what I'm about to see in the other 2. Fair enough. Okay, and we've got more data here. Reuben gave me his word that Simon Kane no longer exists. He claims to have burnt every particle of Simon's body that was not processed to create the vaccine. In this case, the answer is to be found in the Crucible, but the Kanes themselves explain what is going on there. Okay. I'm dying to find out what is going on here, because if he's actually alive, then that's, first of all, incredible. Second of all, that was my whole reason for coming here. That's the entire focus of the Bachelor's existence in this town, was to talk to and study that man. So, if he's still alive, that's gonna completely change this game. But I kind of feel like if he was actually still alive, they would probably have made that a main story quest, not a little side quest. Because as it stands right now, if he were alive, I would show up and be like, oh my god, you're alive. Great, quest over. Guess I'll go tell Katarina she was right. So it's more likely to me that something else is going on. Katarina's mistake, or I don't know, maybe she's communing with his soul or something, you know. Thanks to a comment from one of you awesome people, I know that at least in the case of Eva Jan, I can talk with her in the cathedral on day 12, even though she's committed suicide. So I don't know, maybe there'll be some similar thing with Simon. But it seems more likely to me... Oh, geez. Okay, you're going to throw that all the way up here. I will just let you come to me then. And let them burn, stab, and shoot you. Wow, you lived through all that? Jeez. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a place to go to. Alright, so yeah. Next step is to head to Crucible. How am I doing, health and exhaustion-wise? Hunger's alright. Exhaustion is starting to build. It probably wouldn't hurt me to rest. If this finishes this quest, then I'll probably make another new save, take a Meridorm or something, and then rest up. Which will allow me to A, get my health back, B, bring my exhaustion down, and then I guess what I'll need to do is I'll need to run around at night and go looking for food shops where I can get some rations to bring my hunger down. But as soon as all 3 of those are done, there we go. Feels nice to get the jump on a rat for once. Once all 3 of those are done, then I should be good to really just wait for the mime performance and begin day 11. Oh, I'm so excited. We're so close now. It feels like it's really just in reach. It's only going to take another, I don't know, 2 or 3 recording sessions, and this game should be all wrapped up, probably. Okay, where is Maria at? You're back here, aren't you? There she is.
Why can't I move on my own?
Actually, there was no reason for you to come see me today, for I am a chrysalis. Maria, answer me, Maria. Are you aware that I have always been completely honest with you? I am, and Daniel, you are a man of honor. Maria, tell me. Maria, have you always been frank with me? You are the only person I've always been frank with, and Daniel. This is probably because our meeting was so strange, and we have spent too little time together. You are the only one I've always been honest with, and I will keep being honest with you, and Daniel. I don't want to lie to you. Maria, tell me, is it true that Simon is alive? Not quite. It's complicated, but you're not going to believe me anyway. It's a pity that you've come to know our family at this horrible time. None of us is in tune with their true nature these days. Hopefully you haven't been to the right wing, the wing where my father used to live. What's going on with you all, Maria? Mysticism. I can only tell you that you should trust us, but if you would rather abandon us now and go over to the winner's side, then you should leave, rather than watch us perish. What in the world are you talking about? Uncle is preparing to die. I am preparing to be awakened. My father will not be here for long. I don't think I'll ever understand you, the Kanes. We are innocent before our town. Nobody has ever done so much for the people as we have. Just wait some more until I awaken, and I shall explain it to you. I trust you, but would those who want to see you fall do likewise? All right, talk to my father. Just don't be surprised by anything, and do not ask unnecessary questions. He's a bit out of it, but he can offer good advice. All right, I'll do just that. I'm also going to save before I talk to him, because if this is going to trigger a death, then I probably don't want to do that, because there's the whole fact that you are all three of the Kanes my adherents? Yorgi, Victor, Maria. Yeah, every single one of them. So if I can prevent any of them from being dead, that would be nice, which is also why I'm concerned that I found out that his door was locked earlier, and he mentioned it right there with Maria as well. So we'll go into the house, we'll get to where he is, and then we will save the game before I actually speak with him. Save game. Right there. Hey, Victor.
The crazed mob believes that Simon was reborn as Clara.
What?
They were hounding her only yesterday.
Simon has been reborn as... Okay, I need to ask you a question. Ask. I shall answer as clearly as I can. Do you know why ghosts always speak in riddles? They used to puzzle me, after all. I've never felt compelled to resort to allegory in order to draw conclusions from my visions. Now I know the answer. Their consciousness is fragmented. Is it true that Simon Kane is alive? But what do you call life? Life is any state of human being that is different from death. Strange. Throughout my career I've answered that question numerous times, but now I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna say that. Do you believe in the soul's immortality? Yes. Do you know of that which we call memory? I'm not sure. Memory is the very fine particles of a person that exist between that which is the person and all that isn't. Some have the ability to collect those particles. For as long as people are able to retain the particles inside themselves, the person is not dead. They remain here, but their soul is not imprisoned. It flies off to where it's supposed to be. I understand now. Why then did you ask me that question about Simon? Katerina was in a frenzy. She's convinced that Simon is at the Crucible. Ah, so that's why. Tell me, did Katerina only talk about Simon? Only him? And you say she was in a frenzy? Did she not notice the presence of another person at the Crucible, the very thought of whom should make the girl tremble? No, she spoke only of Simon. So you want to know the truth about Simon? So be it, you will. The truth is that Yorgi Kane, who so ardently desired eternal life for his brother, has committed himself in entirety to Simon's memory. He's imbued completely with memories of him. That is what Katerina saw. But she's very sloppy with her visions. I think I'm beginning to understand. If I get this correctly, what he's about to tell me is that Yorgi now thinks he's Simon. Basically, or that he's possessed by Simon. If Katerina starts spreading rumors of Simon's return, tell them Yorgi has gone mad. That he imagines himself to be Simon, and Katerina is sensing those waves. Talk to Yorgi. Let him confirm his consent to being presented as a madman. You mean he must himself agree that I paint him as insane? Yes. Go to him. Talking to him will open your eyes to the truth. You are a perceptive man, after all. Help us. Such rumors would be very inopportune. And please accept some money. It will be of use in shutting up a few particularly big mouths. I'm not gonna be nasty, and accept I will. I hear the words of a person born to rule. I'm doubly grateful that this power has nothing to do with me. Yeah, he gave me 5,000. That's plenty. Let's see. Okay, something strange is happening here. Everything I see in the Crucible bears a trace of insanity. Victor says I should trust Yorgi when he tells me of his own madness, but is it even remotely plausible that a madman would corroborate his own condition? Not at all. What is it then? So here's the thing, and this is another thing that I really like about this. I could have told him it's more expensive than that to shut up mouths these days, and I could have gotten more money out of it. But this game is really good about immersing you in the character. Over time, you sort of develop your own method by which you play the game and interact with the characters, and you sort of become the person that you want this character to be. And so he's become friends with the Kanes. I like the Kanes. I've talked to the Kanes, and the Kanes have given me assistance and advice and helped me around every turn. And so I don't want to try and extort more money from the Kanes, because they've been nothing but great to me, so I'll be nice to them.
I feel almost nothing.
What do you want? I just want to talk to you and ask you for a blessing in a certain difficult affair. Yes, you're exactly as I imagined. My boy, when Isidore described you to me, I knew that this is the way I would like my heir to be. Alas, I have never begotten one. I am not the first Kane to lack a son, and regrettably not the last. Why? I think this is the price we pay for leaving too much life in our wake. Life that is lush, blooming, unpredictable, and unrestrained. The soul that could have belonged to our children is dissolved in our man-made legacy. You are a mystic. Are you not seeing what you expected to see? I want to know the truth about Simon Kane. The truth about Simon Kane is the kind of truth that may only be explained to those ready to accept it. They want to know what happened to his body? Very well. Simon Kane was afflicted with the sand plague. His body has been torn into droplets and fibers. It's a pity that we now cannot produce his remains before the non-believers. What are they to find comfort in now? The news that you've gone mad, Judge. Do you believe that I have gone mad? No, but you have changed, and I'm surprised. Here is my final request. Tell the Inquisitor that Yogi Kane has gone insane, and that our family is in preparation for collective suicide. That should do. Perhaps she will even leave you alone for another day or two. But that's not true, is it? Not entirely true, but true enough to satisfy a vigorous mind like hers. Temporary lives will depart so that the eternal lives will be reborn. Go now, my boy. You are no mystic after all. Farewell. I am glad that I did, in the end, have the chance to meet you. Yep, so I think he was pretty much possessed by the Inquisitor. The madman is asking to inform the Inquisitor of his madness. Does he really believe that the Inquisitor won't see through it? I can only conclude that he's not pretending. So now you kind of have to come to the conclusion yourself. Is he actually just insane? Or has he, as Victor put it, given himself over to the memory of Simon and, in effect, sort of become possessed by the spirit of and turned into Simon? Maybe that's how he kept his immortal being going for all these years. He just transferred from body to body.
Yes.
Have you already been told about the Kanes? God. These days I'm told about nothing but the Kanes. Or do you mean something really special? I have extremely valuable information. Where do you imagine Simon Kane currently is? Partly in heaven and partly in the ground, I suppose. Why? Do you have reason to believe otherwise? You should know that Jorgen Kane has gone insane. He believes himself to be Simon. He will possibly die soon. Victor too. I don't believe that. Out of the question. I don't even want to hear about it. Don't make me disappointed, I beg of you. I've told you what I intended to. Draw your own conclusions. Is that so? Well, that changes everything. I will, of course, draw my own conclusions. In fact, I'm doing so right now. The information is indeed extremely valuable. I will even allow myself to appraise their precise price tag. However, it wouldn't be very nice for two crafty people like us to outwit each other, wouldn't you agree? I have my own opinion, and I'll remain entitled to it, with your kind permission. Oh, and she... Wow. Okay, well, there goes my money troubles. She just gave me another 5 grand, so all said and done, I've got, what, 20,000 again? Sweet. I'm right back up to the amount I had, little less than the amount I had when I sold that white vaccine, and it is now 2023. So, I need to find food, probably sooner rather than later. But we're all set, really, to just sort of kill time until the end of the day. So, okay, I'm going to wander around. I'm going to try and find food. I might rest and bring my exhaustion down, bring my health up, something like that. But we're all done with our quests. Everything's been completed. The Chimera one. I shouldn't have put my trust in Aglaia. Contrary to what I expected, the conversation with her did not set me at ease. In her eyes, I caught a glimpse of the strange flame that was illuminating Victor's gaze as we spoke. Did someone say they were related? I think I'm going insane as well. They are related. We knew that. She's the aunt of... she's Maria's aunt, which makes her the brother of Yorgi, or the sister of Yorgi and Victor. So, okay. Anyway, as I was saying before, I'm going to wander around, try and find some food, stock up on whatever I can, maybe rest and get some health back by using a Meridorm or something, and I will see you all back here at midnight for the mime performance at the theater, which is the, what, second to last one? Unless there's one on the 12th, in which case it's the third to last, but... Okay, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are officially here. I am not infected. As I thought the rats had infected me, but apparently they didn't. It is after midnight, so of course all the stuff has changed around, so we've got to deal with all that, but mime performance is up. We're also looking a little rough in the hunger department. I went around and checked all over the place, and there was one guy selling fresh meat, which... Two things. A, I don't know how to cook, and B, seems to be risky because everyone's talking about infection spreading through food like that. But again, I don't know how to cook it, so even if I had it, I'm not sure how much good it would do me. There was 1 or 2 eggs. The descriptions on those say don't trust them as well. 1 pair of crackers and a lemon. So I didn't really have a whole lot. If I'm in trouble tomorrow, I might have to consider breaking into a house and looting it and seeing if I can find some food that way. But our exhaustion is gone, and our health is pretty much back up at full, so we're doing real well in every other category, and we'll just have to see maybe if we can find a guard or something to trade with for food.
Gravity is tragically incompatible with dream catching. Illusions have to be let go of in good time.
There is a tricky way to save the specular tower, but... there will be casualties. What do you say?
The law demands that we remain silent, as if there's nothing to save but this ridiculous tower.
There is another tricky way. It allows for saving the town of men, but it also requires a sacrifice to be made. What do you say?
The law is impartial. The choice is yours.
Is there an alternative way to subvert your ridiculously unfair law?
We're just doing our job. Why all the fuss? You've got time. Live some more.
That looks gruesome. I do not like the implications that signifies. And they were talking about saving the town, but at the cost of a sacrifice. Maybe that's what that's going to be. Alright, we're going to go talk to Mark like we do every single morning, just to see if he's got anything different to say.
Everything worked out just...
Nope, nothing important, just doing the rounds. So that's it. We are done with today. We've got no quests. These are the letters from day 10. Just to remind you, any news from Barak yet? Any luck proving the mineral origins of the bacterium? Last time we spoke, Barak did his best to assure me that the abattoir is clean of infection. Tomorrow he is supposed to present me with evidence of that. As of now, I have no reason to suspect him of being short-sighted, let alone dishonest. If I understand him right, the character of the local soil renders geodesic reports unnecessary. Both the earth and the water here appear to be pure. But what caused the outbreak in this case? I'd rather not recur to the carrier hypothesis. After all, we only have 1 day left. I thought I'd already read that, but maybe I haven't. Either way, that one I remember, that one I remember. So yeah, we're good. So we're on to day 11. I don't know how much... day 11, I'm sure, will be a full day. Day 12, I don't know whether day 12 is going to be a full day or not. I'm kind of expecting, especially where here she says we only have 1 day left. I feel like day 11 is going to be sort of the culminating climax of the whole thing, and day 12 will kind of be an epilogue, wrapping everything up and and tying all the loose ends together and seeing the aftermath of the, I don't know, the previous adventure, the results of the plague and so forth and whatnot. But we're all out of time for this episode, and probably then a little bit extra as well. We did kind of cut out a lot on this one, but we're doing a great job. Every one of our adherents has survived so far. I just need to get them through 1, maybe 2 more days. I'm hoping that day 12 will just be kind of like a half-day thing. It may be a full day, but I don't know. We'll see how intense day 12 is going to be, but no one's dead. We've done real well. Thanks in large part to you guys leaving all those helpful comments. I love it. So anyway, I've talked enough. We're out of time for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the series thus far, please let me know by hitting the like button and leaving a comment in the section below. And as always, I will see everyone in the next video. Catch you guys later.